What is up? Ra-ra-ra. Hello, my friends. Here we are streaming all the things we know. It's all the time for friends, people that we know. We are hanging on the edge of your every word. It's time for us to kick it, have a lot of fun. Here we are hanging until this all is done. And all we're doing la dee 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 dee. Now it's time for just me and my buddy Chris. What's up, my friend? It's been a while. These are funny circumstances to be kicking it in. And all I know is that it's important to play some music with all my Evan So Sick friends. I was close. A piece of the always found resistance floats down the stream. A purple flower whispers all that we could have been. I heard we had it coming, riding down the line. Will we be ready to give back the time? Smell the resentment, the boiling fear. When you hardly can breathe, you don't help those near. I wish we could find peace, smile in harmony. That requires changing who tells our stories. I wish we could find peace, smile in harmony. That requires changing who tells our stories. That requires changing who tells our stories. That requires changing who tells our stories. What's up? My son, says my mom. Mom is here. Love it. Who tells our story? Great question. Great question. I mean, that's something that you and I have discussed quite a bit, you know? I'm a big fan of robust well-edited journalism from notable publications that have demonstrated a history of trust, at least doing their best to represent things faithfully. You know. So who else tells our stories? Ugh. A lot of people tell stories. You know, and not to be too on the nose, but I don't call something viral content for nothing. You know, this thing's spread. So, doing our best to be good fact checkers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How's everyone doing today? Oh yeah, I got this going. Let's turn that off. You just chill it out. No fake stories. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What day is today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. What's that like the meme with the frog? It's Wednesday, my dudes. Let's do headphone check to make sure it's sounding primo good. Let's hear what it sounds like in that mic for you guys. Rip-it-do, do-do-do-do. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. I'm gonna keep it with the no headphones for now. Try this out. Last time I was doing headphones. For the people who have tuned in before, you know, I think that greatness loves repetition. Beauty wants, I don't know about infinity, but you know, it's like the Nietzsche concept of infinite return. It's like if something's worth doing once, it's worth doing more than once, you know? I've been a long way from here. Put on a poncho, played for mosquitoes, drank till I was thirsty again. We went searching through thrift store jungles, found Geronimo's rifle, Maryland's shampoo, Benny Goodman's corset and pen. Well, okay, I made this up. I promise you I'd never give up. If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? You get down, real low down, Puss in the coal train, derail your own train. Well, who hasn't been there before? I come round the hard way. Bring you comics in bed, scrape the mold off the bread, serve you French toast again. Well, okay, I still get stoned. I'm not the kind of girl you take home. If it makes you happy, can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? If it makes you happy, can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? I've been far away from here. I put on a poncho, played for mosquitoes, and everywhere in between. Well, okay, we get along. So what if right now everything's wrong? If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? If it makes you happy, it can't be that bad. If it makes you happy, why the hell are you so sad? Thanks for letting that happen again. If you play that song over and over, everything will be better, 'cause it's great. Oh, that's distorted. Oh, you're okay. Cool. Just checking it out there. It'll be a great song. Do do do. Who here loves that song like me? Oh man. On to the next. Here we go. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Your fire is not my fire. Your rage is not my rage. I smile and let it pass. I smile and walk away. Be on the lookout for Mr. Chris Antaki's cover of that song coming up. We'll be working on that. Well, thank you, Mom. I appreciate that. You saying that my singing makes you happy? Glad to provide something in this time. We're all being called upon to turn to our higher selves, our generous selves, our compassionate selves, our in a way, we're being kind of backed into our better practices, I think, not really much of a choice as far as I see it, I guess there are spectrums of how people can respond to this, but I feel like, yeah, it's just that question of who do we want to be through this? If you were writing a story and you were looking back on this time, what would you want that story to say about you and what you did through this? How are you generous to others? How are you kind to yourself? How are you forgiving of yourself? And how are you able to be there for everyone else? I mean that in the best way possible, whatever, so that might mean taking a break from reading the news all the time, like I've had to do, being honest about how much is it being informative and how much is just kind of like that loop, that possibly makes me a little bit less effective at things I can do to help people. So what are your thoughts on that? Struggling with trying to thread that needle of the balance between being informed and then over checking news and that kind of stuff. What do you think? It's a struggle. It's well said. Yeah, I think that's especially with all of this extra time. Well, I mean, it's not like extra time, Keep checking stock prices. Oh, yeah. I mean, there are certain ways that we're busier than ever, but we're also it's more I think it's more the shelter at home kind of thing. It's at home. Well, okay, there's the internet, there's the computer, there's a phone, there's a tablet or whatever. Let's just check and check. Let's just check in. Just a quick little check. Today I was had my email open at the screen, and I was like, I should probably check my email. Oh man, yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm playing this new one a couple times recently. I want to play it again because it feels good to keep practicing and keep playing it, So let's do that. The rituals that save us all. The peace I wish for everyone. Consistency in a sea of change. The ocean and not the waves. The ritual of giving thanks. The ritual of hello. The rituals that save us from ourselves. I wish for you. the eyes of a stranger. I know that I don't know that I don't know. 'Cause in the eyes of a stranger, I know that this is me, is you, is us. The ritual of giving thanks, the ritual of hello, the rituals that save us from ourselves. I wish for you. Yeah. Mama was cracking up in the middle of that song. I saw your joke there. It's hilarious. Yeah, I don't think we need to bring breaking news into the chat. I think everyone has already got plenty of breaking news happening in their life. This is the space that I'm trying to curate away from breaking news. That'd be nice. That's a bunch of other countries are doing. Do 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 do. Yo, what's up, Adam? How's it going? Breaking wind. Why'd you say? What's the secret to writing such? Ah, you're too kind. Get out of here with that question. What's the secret to writing such good songs? Is it blowing wind? Is that the secret? Man, it's if to like, maybe give like an actual non-joke answer. It's just like doing it a bunch of times. I feel like the best thing I did was like my song a day thing I did about last year and a good amount this year. I was writing a new song every day. Cause then it just like had to like get through that whole see, I'm like even like, oh, it's in here. It's in here in my chest. It's like I had to kind of I practice like getting over that like there's like some hump that I've discovered in my process of like kind of like starting something and it's been like, oh, that sucks. And then just like stopping a lot of times, like start something like, nah, that's lame. Don't do it. Don't write a shitty song. Don't do that. And then like, I don't know, kind of, I think honestly, of all people, I think it was John Mayer that's like, you got to write. It's like sometimes I tell myself, I'm going to write the shittiest song possible. I think I've told you this before, but I think somehow like that, just like, okay, I'm just gonna write bad songs and like just get through it. At a certain point, then I get to done, and it's like when I feel like I have like something that's kind of like I don't know why I'm doing like a loop, but when it kind of feels like it's actually a thing, then I'm more inspired to like continue to work on it as opposed to like halfway through, it's like I can just jump ship because this fucking sucks and I'm not gonna write a shitty song. I don't want to have like a shitty song, because then what does it say about me? You know what I mean? Like, what if I wrote a crappy song and it was out there and people were like, that song sucks. This guy sucks. But instead being like, okay, yeah, this sucks. This is a shitty song. I'm gonna finish this shitty song. And then finishing it, kind of being okay, well, it's like that's the structure. I kind of think of the same thing with like writing, when I write like, words writing, sort of like I do like stages and I'm kind of like, I just never like took that same process and apply it to music. What's up, Allison? Uh I didn't like apply it to music and I was like, okay, well, why don't I just apply that same thing I do in my writing to music where it's like big picture, just like write, not edit, write a bunch of stuff. Don't worry about it. Even put typos, just write a whole bunch of things. And then after it'll be like, okay, what do I got here? Let's look at it. Different hat, editing comes on. Go through that and then start editing and then like whittle and whittle and whittle and whittle, that kind of thing. So that's kind of started doing that a little bit more with songwriting. It's a work in process every day, that kind of thing. And sometimes I'm just like, oh, that's good enough, fix that later, that kind of thing. I just forgot I was gonna play. Can't comment in the chat, Jeff? You need the side text? That's what it means when I see these little numbers over here and no one's in the chat. It means there's people actually watching. What does that mean? That's interesting. It doesn't work. Oh my gosh. Why not? Interesting. Do you not have are you not logged in? How come you can't chat? I need the validation of your text. It says I need to create a channel. Oh, weird. Can't you just regular chat with your regular Google account? That's so weird that they would gatekeep it like that. I'm just, for the people that aren't understand what I'm talking about, I'm texting with my cousin. He's says he's watching, but I was like, I don't see you. Doesn't matter. It's all good. He was asking me to play this song from the South, so I'll play this one. Bogota. Whoops. Well, there goes my phone. That's good. That's really good. See, this is the benefit of live. See, if you're just watching me on some YouTube video, that would never have happened. I would have edited that out. So, okay, are you gonna stay there? Is the question. Oh god, that's good. That's really good. That'll go in my blooper video. Singing on a little bus, lizards crawl through my brain. TV helps turn that down. Please love me as I am. sugary coffee in tiny cups. Young girls all made up servo men. Blankets over my head. For how long can I sleep? What's up, friends? Oh, Maya and Finn. They joined right after the phone fell on the ground. Does like Instagram have like accelerometer on there? And it's like, okay, something is moving. That's interesting. Let's show it to the people. Oh, funny. Thanks for requesting that to GIF. Love the capo method. Thanks, Adam. Yeah, you know, I love me a good shtick. You know, give me a gimmick. I want a gimmick. Like, what else? Like, can I give that? I want to give that a name so that we can, like, you know, have a bunch of people do a bunch of songs with that. So, like, what are we gonna call that? The shimmy, tiny bubbles and tiny cups. The shimmy, the capo shimmy. It's like, I mean, I wouldn't want to name my thing after my own name, but you know, like be like Travis picking. It's like a thing, but like just like capo shimmy. And I don't want to say that like if I ever had like a Wikipedia page like known for the progenitor, the not the progenitor necessarily, but like the not distributor. What's this word? Like the evangelizer of the capo shimmy. So like cabrato. I like that. Caprato method. So everyone take this patentor, the caprato. Take the caprato and what's up, Eric? How's it going? And take the caprato method into your own songwriting. And I would look forward to seeing you post a song on something and tag me so I can see it. And let's spread the caprato. Because I figure it's a little bit safer than my other vibrato method on acoustic, which is to like just bend the neck. Like it works. That's pretty good, but it's like, you know, maybe someday you like actually and it like snaps the whole thing. Would not want to do that. If we did, and it was on this, we would edit that and then post it and be like, live streamer breaks his guitar during stream. You'll never believe what it looked like. Yeah. Uh-huh. 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 Mm-hmm. Bleeding gums, cause it's hard to change. I'm slow. Headache, cause I don't say no. I'm slow. I remember once I smiled. I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Phantom rings, cause I'm holding on. I'm slow, slow, slow. Cross the street to avoid your store. I'm slow, slow, slow. I remember once I smiled. I remember once I laughed. I felt just like a child when you said I won't come back. Bleeding gums, cause it's hard to change. I'm slow, slow, slow. Headache, cause I don't say no. I'm slow, slow, slow. I'm slow, slow, slow. So slow, slow, slow. My little pauses because I forgot a couple of the words and then I got it right at the moment. So that's, doesn't always happen that way. It's like when I feel like it's like when there's like is that trapeze? And it's like you leap and you're like, am I gonna catch it? Sometimes you don't catch it. The net is like that I wrote down the lyrics over on the screen, so I was gonna look at it in a second, but got it. So we made it. I talked to some professor at UC Berkeley that like studies how people forget um like parts of their material, like the songs. We all need to go slow, slow, slow. So true. So true. Also, there's this great Malcolm Gladwell podcast about that. You guys listen to that? The Revisionist History. Revisionist History is the name of the podcast. And I forget if it was that or if it was a different podcast because he has the other one called Broken Record with Rick Rubin. Um, but it's one of the ones and it's like a Malcolm Gladwell thing and he's talking about some country artist that like keeps forgetting these words and it's like it kind of becomes this exploration of like how emotionally poignant the like lyrics are. And I think it was about, if I remember correctly, I think it was about her mother who passed away or something and she had like this, she like habitually was forgetting the lyrics of this song like every time she would play it live, the song that she wrote, and just like had this block with like Kurt Bane. Like Kurt Cobain? Or does Kurt Bane? Alexi, what's up? The saxophone's in the house. Um, just talking about forgetting your words, forgetting lyrics. Kurt Bane, who's Kurt? Is that like actually or Kurt Cobain? I don't know Kurt Bane. It says Kurt Cobain. So I think that's what you're talking about. Yes, and Kurt Cobain definitely forgot all his lyrics a lot of the time. But it was interesting because it's like it's I don't remember the artist, but it was like let's see, Malcolm Gladwell. It was like musician forgets lyrics. He's Batman's nemesis. Okay, maybe it was the episode. Oh, analysis, parapraxis, Elvis. It's like the one song the king couldn't sing. I think it's about um learning about live stream from you between teaching lessons. I am also teaching lessons a lot. We should chat. It's on Instagram saying that. Yeah, I'm doing a bunch of music lessons on Zoom. So yeah, if you ever want lessons to the people out there, or if you know anyone to refer my way, let me know. Went through a whole thing of transitioning my business to online, so that's been a learning curve. So I've taught like probably like 60 or 80 lessons at this point on Zoom. So I figured it out. So if you need to ask questions about that, feel free. But yeah, I think it is it's about Elvis Presley also with the one of his hits Are You Lonesome Tonight and he could never get the lyrics right. And so this episode of this podcast goes into talking about what it's like um Chris, you know how to get those zingers just right sometimes, my guy. Wow. How much of what you're performing here can be taught and how much is pure talent? Wow. Fascinating. Yeah, I think these things can be taught. Also, what the heck is up with this website? Revisionist history website. I can't scroll for some reason. What's going on? I'm gonna send you guys this link. That's really all I was trying to do. If you want to listen to that podcast, it's all about I can't copy paste. Just Google if you're on the Instagram feed. Google the revisionist history analysis parapraxis Elvis, and it's this podcast episode all about musicians that forget their lyrics, and I thought it was so validating because I forget my lyrics, and I was thinking like, oh God, do not close the live stream. Almost did that. I used to forget my lyrics a bunch, or I still do sometimes. And I was like, what's wrong with me? It's like, I wrote this song. Is it really like some function of like, is this song just not meaningful enough to me? Is that why I'm forgetting this? Or like, is something wrong with me? Is my memory going? Is it like I'm like 30, like 31 now? Am I dead? Like I can't remember things. And it has this interesting argument about like, it being a function of like certain emotional kind of like I don't know if I want to call them pockets, but it's like certain things that it taps into or like other stuff like that. Anyways, if you find that interesting, check out that podcast because you're not an elephant. That's right, Mom. I am not an elephant. Some people are elephants, though. Some people are really good with their memory, right? Let's do it just a little bit. If I get the perfect medium so you can get a little more guitar. I feel like that's kind of interesting. Yeah, there we go. Hey, I got the comedians in the chat today. It's between Mom and Chris. We're getting some jokes going on. Tired though, where did you go? Here I sit, holding on, bared my throat in this grove. Now I can't see you through this fog, through this rain. Would you like to come back towards us? I'll smile, you'll laugh, your dog can sleep between us again. If you want. Oh yeah, what's going on with that? Got a little tune. I was gonna do the immediate to the next. The B string said, "No, I'm gonna call for your attention real quick first." And so says the G string too. It's okay. Don't show me myself. Don't make me feel hurt and alone. We can expose. Can I pretend to be strong, to have control, to not be so low? Again, I'm a little boy standing in the yard. My friends are laughing, and I don't get the joke. Turns out the joke's on me. Oh no, I'm in junior high school again. Don't show me myself. Don't make me feel hurt and alone. We can expose. Can I pretend to be strong, to have control, to not be so low? Again, I'm a little boy standing in the yard. My friends are laughing, and I don't get the joke. Turns out the joke's on me. Oh no, I'm in junior high school. Oh no, I'm in junior high school. Don't wanna be in junior high school again. Don't fucking talk to me, please. I need alone time. I need some quiet, please. Some space to myself. Don't fucking talk to me, please. I need alone time. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da dee 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 dee. Chris, are you allowed to walk around like that? Nah, breaks the rules, breaks the fourth wall. I don't know. I bet you the mic's probably too maybe not sensitive enough to pick up when I'm playing like back. You know, kind of fun. But I thought it was kind of cool to hear the different sound spaces. I'm wondering how it translated for you in the headphones or on the other side of the stream. You can hear it. Oh, really? So I can sing from back over here and you can still kind of hear it? Live from the other side of the room. Live from the other side of the room. It's what it's like. Oh, that's fun. Okay, cool. I'll be able to play with that. It's like just checking out the other colors I can paint with, you know? Quieter, of course. Yeah. Quieter. This is like there's a difference between like it's quieter and like no, I literally can't hear what you're saying. So it's like as if it just like turned off and I'm like new song live from the other side of the room. Yeah, backup singers, you know, once we're not distancing. Way back up. Dee dee doo. Do 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 do. Dee 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 doo. Lost my train of thought for the song that I was about to play. Mm, 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 mm. That's the song that I play when I forget the song I was about to play. Oh, this will work. Just because you're smart doesn't mean you're right. You got a lot of nice words explaining everything. You've been right before doesn't mean you're right again. You got a lot of pretty words to prove your intuition. We all want love for ours and yours. So why fight about how? 'Cause you're right doesn't mean you're smart. Got a lot of nice words explaining everything. Been right before doesn't mean you're right again. You got a lot of pretty words to prove your intuition. We all want love for ours and yours. So why fight about how? Cause you're smart doesn't mean you're right. You got a lot of nice words explaining everything. You've been right before doesn't mean you're right again. You got a lot of pretty words to prove your intuition. We all want love for ours and yours. So why fight about how? Bet you thought it was almost done. You know, I love when those musicians do that thing. Like, oh, it was done, and then it kept going. These are the things that do sheltered in place. Think about these kinds of jokes, musical nerd jokes. I want to plug Your Smile. Got the new record coming out. This is really happening. May 1st. Second single, Your Smile, coming out next Friday, the 10th. Correct. Let me look at a calendar. Yes, this is true. So I popped the little pre-save thing already in the chat. Click it on there. If you click the little pre-save thing for Spotify, it gives me a little bump with the algorithm peoples. The machines enjoy it because it shows that you've shown interest in it. Also, I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to the people that already pre-ordered the album on Bandcamp. That was super useful, super helpful to me. So I want to thank you for that. If you haven't, it's right there at that link, jumptoreturn.bandcamp.com. I see my little supported by peeps got the little icons for those who already did. I see you. Thanks to Chris, Matt Herman, I Love Mondays, BFF.FM, Caitlin, Parker, Vigilis, the homies. Get your name on that list. Thank you. Also, thank you anyway for just hanging out. I'll play Your Smile. Bling comes me some floss moves. I know. All right, so there is like a interesting like dentistry joke there. Right? There's something I just couldn't really think about it. Silvana, ¿cómo está? Todo bien. What's I gonna say? Oh yeah, Your Smile. So I'm gonna play that song. So we can get a little jammer for that song. I met a sage, spoke in tongues and lulled me off to sleep. Don't give yourself away. You might just find that which you've tried to hide. Where are you when I want you? Go away when I don't need you. Is this what I thought would happen all along? to pass. Now I'm wondering who you're with. Now I'm wondering who you're with. I'm taking everything personal, 'cause I'm delicate, self-centered. I tried so hard to not catch feelings, but our touch, this cute dance, I want it to work out, 'cause I'm aching without your smile, your smile, your smile. Whoops. Your smile, 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 your smile. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to all the people for hanging out. Thanks to the viewers not in chat as well, because I'm realizing now that that number over there meant something. I did not understand how YouTube Live worked before. So, thanks to Chris for hanging out, and my mom and Adam, and for Jeff, the cousin, for kicking it. Whoa, what's that emoji? Virtual hug. Love that. Hey, you guys mean a lot to me, so I appreciate you tuning in and watching. You make it happen, you know? I mean, if I was doing it every time and there wasn't anyone, might not keep doing it. So I'm really enjoying the jams and the hangs. The comedy is good, and thanks for being down to check out the music too. So I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bring the friends. Text around the link to the other peeps. I already shared in the top of the chat. I'll copy and paste it one more time for you. I already got the new one set up for Saturday, so you can set the little reminder for yourself if you want to make sure that you catch it. And I hope you're doing well. I do, sincerely. We're gonna get through this together. Washing the hands, social distancing, caring for yourself so you can care for others. Thank you. Look forward to seeing you guys soon. Be well. Bye.